Good morning. This is Mitch Koffel with IDS Tag again. Welcome to our warehouse. I'd like to take just a couple minutes and show you how quick and easily we can add a tag to a valve or any product that's just come into our warehouse and then enter some basic information about that into our database. So the first thing I'm going to do is take one of our RFID tags. I'm going to attach it and strap it in to the valve. So now it's securely attached for us. Then I'm going to take our handheld reader. The first thing we're going to do is enter into the IDS Tag custom software for this particular handheld. And that software will open on the handheld. And we're going to flip back and forth between these live shots and some screenshots so that you can see some of the things that are happening on the face of the handheld. So once that's open, you can see that I'm identified as the user, and there are a number of different activities that we have that we can perform. I'm just going to touch here on item activity. And the first thing it asks me to do is to scan the tag. So I'm just going to go ahead and scan that particular RFID tag. And it gives me the number that we've placed on this particular item. Now, it tells me that this item is not yet in the database. So I'm going to press on this plus arrow for addition so that I can go ahead and add this item into the IDS Tag database. So the tag number is automatically populated. I click into the serial number section and I can read my serial number off of the nameplate from the valve. And this particular serial number happens to be 16340. So that serial number is entered. Now we've got it set up where we have a number of drop downs for the manufacturers that may come in. So I'm just going to pick Company 10 as an example. And after that's entered, I have another drop down and I'm going to pick the valve. Once that valve is picked as an item model, the software automatically populates the model number for us. So now I'm going to scroll down a little bit further on the screen. This particular version of the database has a manufacture date. We could easily change that header to say receive date, so then I could just click today and identify that as today when we're doing this particular process. There's other information that can be entered: service lifespan, warranty expiration date, next service date, for example. So once again, I can hit the drop down, I can go out, I can set a date, and then that date is entered into the system for what you want to do. There's an open text screen where if you want to put some details in, you can go ahead and do that. But the most important thing for this particular type of product is we want to enter some of the information for the heat codes for the body and bonnet. So once again, I'm going to hit the plus sign for information. We've got a drop down here. I'm going to touch on the heat number for the body. And again, I go back to my item, whether it's a valve or some other item. And this particular code is PH02L. So I come to my touch screen and I enter that information. I save it into the database. Now I've got another heat code that I need to enter. You can see that the one we've populated automatically shows up, but I'm going to enter another piece of information, which is the information off of the bonnet or top cap here. And this particular heat code is PH01L. So once again, that's entered into the system and saved into the system. Now when we come down and we look up under item information, we have our heat numbers for the body and the bonnet. We could also enter a lot of other information, but since this is a short demo, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to touch Save on my handheld. It tells me that the item is successfully saved, so now this particular tag has been entered into our database. What we're going to do now is we're going to walk away from the warehouse, we're going to go back into the office, and we're going to get onto the online portion of our database and attach some additional documentation to this particular product.